So, I'm Dublin Mirko, social media manager of Shadowloo's Department of Treasury. And I'm gonna be unlocking Fred Durst in the PS2 Fight Club fighting game. So, let's unlock Fred Durst in the PS2 Fight Club fighting game. It says here I'm supposed to summarize the movie to give you guys context for the game and the story mode that I'm about to play, but I'm not gonna do that. Besides, Fight Club is just white guy sleepwalks into domestic terrorism. It has nothing to do with Fred Durst, and you guys are here for Fred Durst. So let's keep on rolling, baby. You know what time it is. Sounded better in my head. I'm not going to play a lot of audio from this game. The soundtrack is either licensed music or literally music from the movie, and I don't feel like dealing with any copyright flags on this or any video. You can go listen to the Dust Brothers on your own time. First, we make our custom character. I named him after his most distinctive feature, Pants. Pants goes to Fight Club and says,
"Hey, I'm looking for Tyler."
Get used to Pants saying that. He says it a lot. It makes up most of his dialogue. Pants is always looking for Tyler Durden. Wah! Pants' first opponent is Ricky. And if you don't know who Ricky is, he's the white guy in Pants. And I know what you're thinking. There's a lot of white guys in Pants. It's mostly white guys in Pants. Yeah, it's mostly white guys in Pants. Pants defeats Ricky because of course he defeats Ricky. Ricky's just some white guy in Pants. Irvin takes Pants out back with Jared Leto. Something, insert joke about Outback Steakhouse in post. Why am I doing this? Jared Leto is also a white guy in Pants. Irvin thinks Pants is a Fed, which is some ridiculous accusation. You can clearly tell that Pants is just some white guy in Pants. The Fight Club fandom wiki, your source for all things Fight Club, labels the main character of the PS2 Fight Club fighting game as the hero. The hero, which is hilarious, cause like, Pants, hero. Anyway, you'll notice the quality of the cutscenes has taken an incredible dip from the first. This is what they're all going to look like from now on, just stills of white guys in Pants with voice acting over the pictures. I mean, whatever gets me closer to unlocking Fred Durst, I guess. Things aren't looking so good for Pants. But they also put too much ranch on my Quiznos sub. And like, it's not that I don't like ranch, but there's an upper limit to the amount of acceptable ranch on a sub before you're just sucking down buttermilk bread, you know? Where am I? Pants. He's getting jumped by Irvin and Jared Leto, so he cites Rule 4, only 2 guys to a fight. For some reason that works, and it's bullshit because Irvin is in clear violation of Rule 6. Irvin's wearing a tank top, and we're gonna invoke Rule 4, but we're not gonna call out Irvin for violating Rule 6. We're just going to ignore Rule 6. What kind of rinky-dink operation is this Fight Club? I did write rinky-dink, huh? Anyways, we win doing the fighting game, and he sends us to the Paper Street house. Sure hope there aren't a bunch of white guys in Pants doing Fight Club. So we get to the house where there's a bunch of white guys in pants doing Fight Club. And Pants walks over and opens with his catchphrase.
I'm looking for Tyler Durden.
Then we see Jared Leto and Skynet talking, so Pants walks over and
I'm looking for Tyler Durden.
I just want to unlock Fred Durst. Anyways, we do the fighting game with Bob, and Bob is in violation of Rule 6 also. He's wearing a shirt. And you know, now that I think about it, Bob was in violation of Rule 6 in the movie too. And I'm just starting to think this Fight Club ain't really on the up and up. I could have worded that better. After Pants defeats Bob, he tells us Tyler is in Seattle, and I've never been to Seattle, but I'm sure I can depend on the PlayStation 2 Fight Club fighting game to accurately bring this real-world locale to life and truly make me feel like I'm enjoying life in Seattle. If you're from Seattle, be sure to leave a comment and let me know how accurate PlayStation 2 Fight Club depicted your city or whatever. I should probably mention that the story of PS2 Fight Club fighting game is just it's just the plot of the movie, but from Pants's perspective, because that's what the rich tapestry of Fight Club lore needed. It needed a retelling of Fight Club from the perspective of the least interesting member of Fight Club. Thought I had to sneeze. Turns out Seattle is just more white guys in pants, which, to be fair, is exactly what I always thought Seattle was anyway, so good job. Genuine Games, whose only other gaming credit is 50 Cent Bulletproof, or as it's known in Shadaloo, 7 Bison Bulletproof. Lou is wearing a tank top in the cutscene, so like for a minute I was afraid I'd find my third violation of Rule 6, like in a row, but he's kind enough to take his shirt off for the fighting game. You know, I don't want to be that guy that's like always telling dudes to take their shirts off. You know, that's not really me. But why does it feel like I care more about enforcing the rules of Fight Club than they are? You know, like I don't even work there. I had a lot of trouble fighting Lou. Lou is a hard man that was really good at doing a fighting game against me. Through sheer determination and frequent use of the yes button on the retry menu, Pants defeats Lou and he offers up Tyler's location. Lou, not Pants. I'm not good at scripting. And I found this surprising because Pants didn't ask anybody where Tyler was, like for once. I think that might be the only time you'll ever hear me say that. Pants goes to San Francisco.
I'm looking for Tyler.
Okay. Pants does fighting game with the mechanic. The mechanic, because they ran out of characters from the movie, I guess, and then my worst fears came true when I saw the mechanic violating Rule 6. Tank top, very original. Anyways, Pants defeats the mechanic, and we find out that Tyler actually knows we've been following him this whole time, and is apparently waiting for us back at the house because, like, there's only so many locations in this game that we can actually go and visit. So we get back to the house, and Jared Leto is moping alone in the flooded basement. Because, like, no one likes his interpretation of the Joker and Suicide Squad or whatever. He keeps whining, but because this literally has nothing to do with unlocking Fred Durst, I just... We do a fighting game against... No. We do a fighting game against Jared Leto, and then not Edward Norton confronts us and asks us what we know about Tyler Durden. Which is nothing, because we've spent the entire game going...
I'm looking for Tyler. I'm looking for Tyler Durden. I'm looking for Tyler Durden. I'm looking for Tyler.
And then we learn Pants' tragic backstory. Sorry, did I say tragic? And did I also say backstory? Because it's more like bad story. Ow! Why am I like this? Pants' girlfriend left him for another woman. Which, like, good for her. She deserves way better than fucking Pants. This is apparently enough to warrant Pants attempting to publicly commit suicide. Like, just in some bar. But then Halo, the barkeep, stops him and tells him about Fight Club and Tyler Durden. Which, if you remember, this whole series started out with Pants attending his first Fight Club and like telling everybody.
I'm looking for Tyler.
In other words, this is all Halo's fault. I could be playing Fred Durst right now, but I have to follow the adventures of Pants instead in order to do that. So that's cool too, I guess. Not Edward Norton at least has like the best reaction possible to Pants talking about his stupid fucking backstory.
Oh, Christ, cry me a river. Now what, you're whole again?
So, like, this part's the filler arc of the anime before the series finale. But there's no hot springs in this one, unless you count the flooded basement from last episode, but I don't. Pants goes to Chicago to touch the bean, or whatever people in Chicago do. And then, like, Raymond's there for some reason. You remember Raymond? So, like, instead of going off and becoming a vet, he's running a fight club on an airport apron for some reason. And, like, whatever. Okay. Then in Miami, we meet Halo again, and he tells us to fight Chemical Guy. Like, just some guy named Chemical Guy, which it tells you how important this character is to the Fight Club lore. Atlanta, club leader named Club Leader, back to the house, fight Jared Leto. No, I'm not gonna lie, I just started skipping cutscenes at this point, because, like, they don't care about the story anymore, so, like, why should I? You know? Anyways, let's get this over with. We catch not Edward Norton having a split personality freak out with Tyler Durden, and Pants is just...
I know what I need to know.
Which... I'm with you, buddy. The journey we took to get here, every time we asked where Tyler Durden was, every time we told someone we were looking for Tyler Durden, Every time we chartered a flight to various locations in the United States of America, despite our tragic backstory explaining that we didn't even have enough money to pay for a beer. Every time we did a fighting game with the character that didn't even have like an actual, like a real name. Every violation of Rule 6, it doesn't mean anything because we know what we have to do.
I'm looking for Tyler Durden.
I know once this is over, I will have unlocked Fred Durst, and all will not be good in the world, but like things will be slightly better, and I think that counts for something. So anyway, we do fighting game against Jack. The game calls not Edward Norton, the narrator, Jack, which at this point I don't even care. I really don't. Just give me what I want. Final cutscene in the story mode is just the last scene of Fight Club, but from Pants's perspective and in like PS2 graphics, because we really needed the last scene of Fight Club reenacted with PS2 graphics.
I know.
Anyways, turns out Pants was the one that detonated the explosives. Whatever, who cares? Credits. Wait, the game doesn't even call him Fred Durst? They just call him Fred? Character Fred has been unlocked. Okay. Fred.